Hello everyone and welcome back to Apothecary Diaries. This is Season 2, Episode 17 and Season 2, Episode 18. Firstly, I had some food on my face. Secondly, I want to apologize at the top of this video. I mean, not really an apology, I guess just an explanation that in this video I may have, throat troubles, or I may have lower energy, or I may be coughing. I'm sick right now. And by right now I mean like when I'm recording this video. When this is going up on YouTube, it'll probably be a week after I'm sick, so I'll probably be better by the time this video is up on YouTube. But for now, for when I'm recording this video and for when it might go up on Patreon, I am currently sick, and so that may affect parts of the video. So just so you know ahead of time, that might be happening. So if the video is a little different, if the discussion's a little shorter, if I talk a little less, any of that stuff, it's I'm not well, but I'm not feeling too bad. Like I'm kind of covering my bases, but I feel pretty decent. Except for like some mild, throat stuff, some mild vibration in my voice, and a bit of coughing. So so hopefully it should be all right through the video. Let's see. Anyway, we're in kind of an intense part of the show right now. Last episode, we had Maomao get kidnapped, and Jinshi is apparently looking for her, while at the same time, there was Loulan is doing some investigation into stuff, and there's a lot of conspiracy happening right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, especially in these trying times where I am sick. I should get pity likes at least. But make sure to support the video and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get the next 2 episodes of Apothecary Diaries on my Patreon account right now, so go check that out. But let's jump into this. This is Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 17.
Tell me, what is the meaning of this message? Maomao's vanished.
So you
Now
haven't borrowed her?
you've got him worried.
Without permission.
They discussed writing notices to put up in the rear palace. From what I understand, she went to the school after that.
Okay, they've got a
searched in every place
decent amount of info.
Maybe there's a reason why she can't come back. Is it possible she got caught up in something?
I don't mean to be bleak, but the suspect list is extensive.
It's true.
I'd say it's highly unlikely she'd let herself go down without taking a few along with her first.
Maybe, but
If
it's
she
hard to
remains
know.
missing without
I feel
cause,
like she also
we'll be
might just
forced to
accept
punish
it.
her. By the way, where's Maomao the cat gone to?
Speaking of that,
Good
Sweetie,
question.
she seemed quite stuck on the little lady.
Is it Maomao the
Before
cat
Maomao
tracking
took
Maomao proper?
Very keen on being close to her, and not in the typical way, mind you.
That's true. So maybe the cat is going after that.
Then you know where she might be?
No, I'm afraid I was referring to the cat, but I may also be able to find my daughter in the process.
That would be great.
This is still fresh and hasn't lost any of its odor. Quite a good medicine we've stored.
Did she... Is it possible she left a trail? She's clever enough to leave like a breadcrumb trail. Meow meow.
I didn't hear her. I thought she was sleeping, but it's more like she's drunk.
They're the same berries as the ones I brought along with me. And over here is another clue.
Paper.
Is that a note left for you?
There's
got nothing on it.
written on it.
Most
Yet.
likely, Maomao left it.
If she wanted us to discover it, why didn't she write it?
Well, she might not have
Perhaps
any
I can
way,
answer that question
any
back
way
at
to
the
write.
doctor's office.
I guess Maomao did learn her ways from him.
To the naked eye, there doesn't seem to be anything.
Oh, no,
written,
okay, she
but
did
I'm
use
familiar
secret
with a little
stuff
trick
that you
she
heated
enjoyed
up.
playing when she was younger.
If it helps you, she took a few of our bottles of alcohol with her.
You could have told us.
Felines have an affinity for it, and it puts them in a drunk-like state. She likely intended for the cat to react, and for it to serve as a hint.
She's so
Just
smart.
goes to show how much she trusts you. What's this other character?
No idea.
Damn.
Almost looks like she drew it.
Them not being able to recognize the writing at all is
Perhaps
tough.
because she knew that she was in danger.
And besides, she once went missing for over a year, so this really isn't novel for her.
She couldn't contact her family. She just worked diligently as a servant girl. I must do what I can. Excuse me.
I think Jinshi's really trying to hold it together, you know?
Master Jinshi.
Oh, was that Gaoshun saying, don't look like you're in a hurry, it looks bad?
I must behave like a noble.
Yeah.
Is it next as in next day?
It looks similar, but it feels different.
I wish I could join
Yes,
in,
you're
but
right.
I obviously
It
can't
looks a
read
bit
it.
more complex than that.
It really is. See this part right here? Doesn't it look like it says "sweet"? It's warped, but she could have meant to write
Oh.
it straight. What reason would she have written that? Shisui.
Shisui.
I think her name is Shisui.
Interesting. There was another person with Sui
Yeah.
not long ago.
Wow,
Another girl
having
named Shaolan. They all
both
seem
of them
close.
have Sui in their name is
Yes, I have
wild.
met her a handful of times.
Find the servant named Shisui.
Yes, sir.
Master Jinshi.
Oh, he's really not holding it together anymore. Well, he is, but barely.
Just go with the flow.
Shisui, I hope you're not
I
bad.
wonder where we're going. Who can say?
Please don't be bad. Shisui, yeah. I hope she's good.
Or maybe I'm not here because of the resurrection potion, by the way.
Oh,
Something?
Shenru, watch them close.
Yes.
this is where she wrote it.
I hope Dad notices the clues I left behind.
Clever girl.
They found the alcohol I was carrying when I switched clothes. And I was only allowed to keep one thing. The hair stick Master Jinshi gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping?
I mean, I just closed my eyes for 1 second. Oh. I don't want her to be bad.
She's usually so excited, like a little girl.
But I'm just nervous because we don't know everything about her.
Have pleasant dreams, Maomao.
But she's
You
so
as
cute.
We swapped ships 2 times. I guess we were on a river. Maybe I can tell by the plants.
Yeah, she's got so much information in her arsenal. Well, what's that reaction?
What was that?
Bugs? Is she scared of bugs?
A
Oh, a
snake?
snake.
Maybe she hates them.
But then why did
That's not abnormal.
Shisui shift?
And yet...
That's the thing. Did Shisui know? Oh shit! Shisui acted quick.
Everything answers that.
They didn't tell
Trick, even for you.
Shisui
I was
to
just
hands
trying
off.
to harass you.
When it comes to you.
Suire, Shisui, you two seem familiar.
Mm.
From time to time, she also showed signs of a noble upbringing. Not to say there weren't several moments where she didn't act like that. That day when you gave chase, you accidentally revealed yourself.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
So that's why you flung the snake, huh? But please try not to do that again. My dear sister hates everything slithery.
Okay, sisters.
Told you straightforward.
Nobody else seemed to notice except her.
You're different by only one character. Most of the servant girls can't read, so I
So they
guess
wouldn't
nobody
know
noticed.
that, yeah. And I
Also,
speak
that
English,
answers another mystery.
but obviously
where
you can
Mama the
hear the
cat
difference,
came from.
hear the similarity.
Suire, who was working as a eunuch, transporting hot water.
Damn, man.
So did I fail as a spy?
She's still cute,
That still
even
doesn't
when this
explain
has
why they
been
took me out of
revealed.
the rear palace. And there's one more thing I haven't confirmed yet. I can't be sure. But is it possible Shisui is?
Is? No, come on. You have to clarify a bit, please. This place is kind of nice
Village up
looking.
Here. That woman.
Ah,
Is she a
yep.
foreigner?
No, we know her.
Her hair accessory.
One of the, yeah.
It looks like the one the special envoy wore.
Those two.
Are you gonna apologize for running into me or stand there like an idiot?
Watch it. You weren't paying attention either, Kyo.
Kyo?
Yes, you're here.
They got similar names to the
was with you too.
to
What
the
is up with
ladies
the
in
new
waiting.
look? It works for you. Let's go check. Hurry up.
Oh. This is not what I expected it to be when she was kidnapped.
And quite an impressive one.
It's impressive.
Isn't that one of the men that was guarding the special envoys?
Yeah, well, that's
You must be wondering
two
why the
connections
special envoy
in a
is
row.
here.
And how exactly do you know about them?
Over this way.
We're being summoned.
She's still being sweet. What's happening? Though there's the masks from the OP.
Hello, young. I know, right? I worked hard to find those, because I know how much you like them.
More like your maid was the one working.
But did you personally gather these yourself, Kyo?
You gonna thank her?
Thank you.
Good boy.
There's no need for that.
There is a need for that. He needs to learn.
Aw, the joke.
Oh.
Guess I'll upgrade him from little shit to just... How long have we been away from the rear palace?
This is wild.
Mr. Jinshi, near where we found the paper. Upon further inspection,
You
turns
found
out it
the
leads to
secret
an unused waterway that doubles
entrance.
as a secret
Yep.
passage. However, one of the new eunuchs went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, finally, regarding the servant called Shisui, her
Jeez.
name wasn't on the registry. She should have never been here.
Damn.
Master Jinshi! It's concubine Kyokyo!
What's wrong with Gyokyo? What? Are you kidding me? That was a 5-minute episode. Okay. Well, that was a great episode. It was very interesting. So, I still don't know like what's going on, what their end game is, what are they doing here. But we did get a reveal about Shisui in that like we revealed that Shisui and Sweet A are sisters. So there's you know something, but the thing is like it's not like it was revealed and then suddenly Shisui is like evil sounding, you know, like she's they did like sort of a close up of her mouth and she did the laugh, and you normally in a show like when that reveal happens and they do that laugh, that's like the turning point of like mwahaha, you've revealed my game, oh well, and then they change personalities. But Shisui just went haha, you got me anyway, and then just moved on, and she's still acting the same as she always has. So like this show is very much about like, you know, the stories don't tend to just be like here's a group of evil people doing evil things for evil reasons and that's it, you know. It tends to be like here's, you know, some really complex dynamics of shit that's going on and Maomao, you know, stumbles across it, and like the deductions that the audience makes doesn't necessarily line up with the deductions that Maomao makes, because Maomao's thoughts on a situation is different than the directing of the episodes what makes you want to believe. Like Loulan is a good example in season 1 where the direction of the episodes was leading you to believe that Loulan was like a complete just pure evil man, right? And they did that through the direction of the episodes, through certain close-ups of Maomao's face, through certain musical cues and scenes that they were choosing to show. They are purposefully leading you to that conclusion. But as it turns out, you know, he's kind of misunderstood, and we, you know, learn a lot more about him. And then we find out that Maomao never had that sort of opinion of him. She still didn't like him, but she didn't but she didn't find him as despicable as we thought that she found him. And so that goes to show, you know, Maomao's opinion. We're not necessarily seeing this show through Maomao's point of view. We are mostly, but there's also a level of like unreliable narration going on there. And so what was leading me to talk about that? So yeah, anyway, I don't know what to think of Shisui and Suirei, because I don't know if they're doing this all for a good enough reason or whatever. Like last episode, we kind of found out that they, that the woman at the clinic or whatever was like a victim of the ex-emperor, so that is a reason she was doing it. But I don't think we know quite as much about Suirei and Shisui, and I don't know why we're here and what we're doing. So, but like it doesn't seem as dire as I thought it would be. I thought it would be Maomao tied up in a cage and like unable to eat or drink anything and just like completely screwed. That's where I thought we'd be. But she's actually kind of walking through this town, not really at knife point anymore. I mean, she was for a little bit. She was at sharp object point, but after a while that sort of dropped, and then she was just like walking with them, you know, like she knows there's nowhere to run. If she tries to run, she'd be chased down or whatever. But like, and also like it's not like she can run back to the palace now. They went on like 3 different boats or whatever. But you know, they were just like walking, and they were still being, you know, fine enough to her. So I'm not sure, but I love Shisui. I love her design. I just think she's cute. I love her voice. And her personality is great as long as it's what I think it is. So I'm watching these episodes with bated breath, hoping that it's not Shisui is like a horrible person and is gonna really fuck us over and we have to say goodbye to her forever. I would like if she was like an important part of Maomao's life going forward. Because I mean, I'm also looking at this like final shot from the ED, and it's like I'm looking at that picture of Xiaolan and Shisui and Maomao, and I'm thinking like, I want this to still be a thing, you know? Like, Xiaolan and Maomao were friends with her. I want them to continue being friends with her. But I did like in this episode them showing like all the reasons that Shisui was in the places that she was and doing the things that she was doing. Like, looking back, they were all clues, and it was really well laid out. I liked it a lot. Is there a reason, I wonder, that Kyo-U, the younger brother, has a similar naming style to the 3 like triplet lady-in-waiting girls, you know? They all had like different U names, right? They were all something U or something. So I wonder if like they're from this village or they're part of this family or something. I don't know how that ties in, but I did want to like point it out, especially since we found out like Suirei and Shisui both had Sui in their name, and that was like an important clue that they were related to one another. Something that I didn't consider at all, but is like quite a clever little clue. And I also like the idea of like most people didn't notice it as well, because like the only people really interacting with Shisui were the other servant girls, and most of them can't read and write, so they would know her name, but they wouldn't like know what it is written down, so they wouldn't realize like it's that exact character that's being used. They also said in this episode, like towards the start of the episode, they were talking about like, you know, there's a high suspect list of people going out that could go after Maomao, which does make sense and is true. And then said, you know, like she's not incredibly strong, she could be overpowered. And then what's his name? Gaoshun said, but if she was taken down, I bet you she'd take down a few with her. And I like the idea behind that. I think that's a good thing to say in terms of like, it's good to show she's determined and headstrong for sure, right? And so yes, maybe she would, but at the same, and I mean, look, it's one of those things where it's like the writer is saying that she would, but through Gaoshun, so I imagine that kind of confirms that she would do that. But for me, my reading of her character is, I feel like in a dire enough situation, she's sort of pragmatic enough to be like, this is it for me. Like I'm dead now, you know? And if there's no clear way out, I don't think she'd like, you know, lash out and try to take people down with her, you know? She would like try to make it as painless as possible for her by not struggling or something, you know? Like that's the kind of vibe that I get. But also I think I'm getting that from her in season 1 saying like, hey, if I'm executed, make sure it's with poison, you know? Like she already kind of stares death in the face, and I feel like she's very calm in those situations. So I don't know, like maybe we'll see it in the future. Maybe she will be on death's door and we'll see her like claw and fight and take people down. But like, it just, to me, that's not what I would have said about her necessarily, you know? If there is a way out, she'd be able to get you the best chance to finding it. But if logically there's like not really an opening that they've given you, I in my eyes, she kind of just lets it happen. You know, she looks for a way out, and if there's no way out, she understands and she accepts it. That's my reading of her character. But it feels like Gaoshun saying that in that scene is sort of the writer proving me wrong there, because the writer knows Maomao way better than I do as a character. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next episode. I can't wait, because it ended with them saying there's something happening with Gyokyo, so I'm kind of nervous about that. Let's see. This is episode 18 of season 2 of Apothecary Diaries. Here we go.
I heard concubine Gyokyo's in labor.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, she's in labor.
There is no way of knowing when she will actually give birth, though.
Okay.
If you mean the breech position, that's no longer a concern.
Okay.
Maomao's treatment's really
Hell
good.
yeah.
I must say, I am proud of her.
Aw, please tell her that when you see her again.
Master Loulan, please let me know what I can do to help.
You can get out of the way! Don't
For the cat.
Oh, of course. Kitty!
He's even more panicked than I am. I somehow find that reassuring.
Yeah, he's often panicked.
Master Jinshi.
What is it?
More information about the missing eunuch.
Uh-huh.
The eunuch is named Tien. He's a slave from a foreign
Tien.
nation, reportedly. He kept the others at arm's length, likely to avoid discovery. Therefore, we have very little information.
Probably didn't even speak to others to hide that voice.
The northeast graveyard?
Yes. The graves of those women are there, whom the late emperor deflowered and who died in the rear palace.
Jesus.
Without so much as a record of their names.
This woman's here.
I was just leaving.
Interrogator.
That smell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Where was Maomao?
Oh, he's in it. Oh, shit. He picked up on it right away.
Calm down. The freckled lady in waiting. Who works in the Jade Pavilion. Have you seen her? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Man, I mean, you already gave away. Oh, shit. She put it all together?
You do know something.
I did hear that his appearance drastically changed in his final years. He
Right.
never came to seem nice like honey, and a face one could not bring themselves
Or
to
the
look
music.
away from. Why is someone of your status pretending to be a eunuch?
Oh.
Why do you deny who you really are?
Oh, the music stopped there.
What now? Master Jinshi?
He's frozen. Oh no. Oh, is that a suicide thing?
Jinshi, drink poison?
Oh shit.
Bring water! Master Jinshi, your orders!
Make her throw up. Yep.
Casual, huh? She drank poison. You call that casual? Kaoshun, tell me, do I truly look like him? Enough to make someone drink poison out of fear?
That's fucked.
That's why everyone's saying he's an illegitimate child.
And for what? How ridiculous.
Man. Are those the lantern berries or whatever it was that we saw last episode? Can't tell. No, I don't think they are. I can't tell what they are.
That's right. I can laugh at myself later.
Start
There are more
action now.
pressing matters at
Action
hand.
right now.
Yes.
Lantern plant.
Okay, no, it is a lantern plant.
Tai-ho.
Tai-ho.
The court lady who passed away last year.
Yes. She used to gather the other women to tell ghost stories.
Uh-huh.
She was a lady in waiting to one of the concubines.
She was the ghost.
During the late emperor's reign, she gave birth to a daughter after an affair with a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
If that daughter is still alive...
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Whom Tai-ho served was later given to Shisho, and she gave birth to a daughter. That daughter is concubine Loulan. Perhaps concubine Loulan knows something about what became of the doctor.
Oh, you're going to Loulan now? Oh shit, we don't know much about Loulan.
Please come in.
We're finally gonna like talk to
I'll
Loulan about
investigate.
something.
Every last lead.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna cut away, but good.
Think nothing of it. She doesn't mind.
I want to hear Loulan
Then
talking.
you're most gracious. Flashy outfits and matching makeup, with sharp points at the corners of their eyes.
She's
Like
very
their
particular.
foxes. Forgive my rudeness, but I have a question for you.
What is that? A mole?
Wait, what are you?
Oh my god. Oh, it's not her? Maybe?
Strange. You should ladies in waiting. Swear to the last.
This is one of the ladies in waiting. This isn't Loulan.
No names and faces of all ladies in waiting employed. Here.
Could Shisui be Loulan?
Since your group changes
I don't
outfits
know.
and makeup on a daily basis, I make notes of features that are easy to track.
Oh
For
shit.
example, and naturally, positions of moles.
Oh my god.
Sorin.
Sorin.
Wait, Renpu was it?
Renpu.
That-
Aw.
This was bringing in multitudes of servants, selecting similar-looking women.
Interesting. This is
Their
fucking
outfits and
crazy.
makeup, leaving you here while she freely moves.
And she's always silent.
Jinshi, please.
Speak. Where'd that little traitor run off?
Holy shit.
Tell me where she is.
Jesus, Jinshi. This is fucking
Where's the
insane.
real?
I promise you, Renpu doesn't know anything.
Oh, I feel bad for this girl.
Can't.
She's just doing what she's told.
Damn it. Calm down.
Oh my god, that's a cool twist though.
She didn't tell you where she was going, so a high-ranking concubine left the rear palace of her own volition.
How similar do Shisui and Loulan look? Because it's possible. Since they didn't account for who Shisui was when they were talking about, like,
There's no point
The
questioning them
child?
further.
the child presumably being Suide, right?
Mother, as well as the Emperor. She's a hostage. A bird trapped. I wonder how it was for her. She said one time it was like a courtesan cutting ties with her house.
I like these pretty images of
She'd go
Maomao.
with them willingly. No, if she had, she wouldn't have left a note.
Man, I really love that Loulan reveal. I want
Are you saying that's
to see more.
my mouth missing?
Oh shit, man.
Don't you worry, my little
Holy
darling.
shit, he's going off. He's gonna figure it out. Oh my god!
You think he was colluding with Loulan?
I don't know. All the same, he's the father of an escaped concubine.
With Lady Shunru. She's no longer in mortal danger.
Okay, good.
No, someone else has seen to that.
Is that Lakan?
Who could that be?
That kind of looks like Lakan's silhouette.
Enter.
Maybe?
I beg your pardon.
Oh no, it isn't. What is this?
An abacus?
An abacus?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What the fuck?
You, sir, may call me Khan Lahan.
Khan Lahan?
Two people using law in the outer court.
Yep.
Lakan.
I was gonna say, he looks like Lakan.
Yes, of course. The strategist's adopted son.
Oh.
What is it?
The price of iron has increased too, for some reason. As have prices of all metals nationwide.
Okay.
Strange, though, how despite my best efforts, I couldn't find plans for any such project.
Just like his adoptive father. Cunning and shrewd. I understand what you're
And
trying
he's
to say.
saying it all like an asshole as well, just like Lakan would.
Itself.
If you would like, I could be compelled to examine it in more detail. But you'd be interested to know where it's all flowing.
It's shocking that this guy is adopted. Like, he's so similar to Lakan.
And what do you want in return? You didn't
He's a
bring this
wolf.
to me with
Do you think you could give us a slight discount, please?
another receipt.
Repair costs for the gate to the rear palace that my father...
Oh my god.
Consider it done.
Okay. Hello, Maomao. You doing okay? Okay, the mask. It's so clean though, but the one in the OP has like a pattern on it. Alright. Okay, wow. That was a really great episode. That was so cool. Like, my favorite part of the episode was that Loulan scene because of multiple reasons. I mean, first, it's like a really cool scene to see Jinshi like break down that facade that he always has up and just like be so pissed off. And I mean, him like grabbing her face and like screaming into her face basically is like terrifying, and I feel bad for that girl. But also it reminds me of in season 1 episode like 3 or something, when we when we for the first time see that Maomao, when things get serious, she can get serious, and she like, you know, like literally just like slaps the lady in waiting and like drags her across the floor and stuff. And we see like this is something very, very important to her, and she's not holding back. And now we see that same thing with Jinshi, where it's like, this is someone very important to Jinshi and her life is at stake, and he's not fucking around anymore. And so like just seeing that scene was really cool. But then also that Loulan reveal is awesome. Now I'm pretty sure, I don't think they've explicitly said it yet, but I'm pretty sure that this has to mean that Loulan is Shisui, because they explained like sort of the lineage. Like Jinshi was like going over in his head like, oh, the father had these 2 children. One was concubine Loulan, and one was this child that was taken away, which is presumably Suirei, right? And so like, because there were those 2 mentioned, there was no Shisui mentioned, but we know that Shisui is sisters with Suirei, and so yeah, like it kind of fits. Loulan does actually look like Shisui, you know, and we never really saw Shisui, like we never really heard her talk much or do anything like that, you know, like we never really got to know Loulan at all. And I wanted to get to know her a lot. I wanted to like find out what her deal was. But the reason we didn't really get to know her, seemingly, is because she was masquerading the entire time as Shisui. You know, she was doing this. I don't know if it's her playing a character or if Shisui is more like what she was really like, and Loulan is her playing a character, or I'm not sure, but yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure that Loulan and Shisui are the same person. Like I would say I'm like at a 90% at this point. And so yeah, I think that's really cool. It's just a really cool reveal. Like you already had the reveal of like Shisui being related to Suirei and stuff, but like the fact I didn't even know that like Loulan was anywhere near all of that shit, you know? I didn't know that that Loulan had anything to do with it. And it kind of makes sense because like they when was Loulan introduced? Was Loulan introduced in the second half of season 1? Was that the case? Let me see. I think it was the second half of season 1. I'm just gonna look at my own videos, so I can't get spoiled because I'm looking at my videos. But I think I put her in the thumbnail when she was introduced. She was introduced in season 1, episode 13, I think. And then Shisui wasn't introduced until season 2, episode 1. So I mean, they introduced them pretty far from one another. Interesting. I'm now looking at that thumbnail of Loulan, like my own video thumbnail of Loulan, and then now looking at my thumbnail that has Shisui in it. Huh. It's like, yeah, I can see it. But at the same time, it's like they also look so different, you would never... But like they've made it clear in this show, like makeup can make a person look very different, you know? And Loulan has so much makeup on her face. Like I think her face is whitened with makeup. She wears all the lipstick, the eyeliner, all that stuff. So, and also her hair's done up in crazy ways. She's has these like hair accessories and stuff. And then with Shisui, if she's just like in like, you know, in servant girl clothing and just has her hair in like sort of somewhat regular. I mean, she's still got like a unique hairstyle there, but it's like an anime kind of hairstyle where it's like you could argue that this character's hair is like that lazily because it's anime. But yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked by it. It's crazy. And yeah, we got introduced to Lahan, which is Lakan's adopted son, and he acts exactly like Lakan, which is very funny to see. And so, you know, it looks like he's looking into Shisho, right? And trying to figure out how all of that happens. But yeah, I mean, overall, just an insane episode. We got to see the Emperor, like when the previous Emperor. I mean, like when he was younger, looking like Jinshi, and it like traumatized Shenlu. And Jinshi like was really struck by that. Of like, oh my god, I really do look like him, huh? Like I really do resemble that horrible man, which is very, very sad. But yeah, wow, it's crazy. That was a crazy episode. I wish I had more to say about it, but I don't. And also, as I said, I'm a bit sick, so my energy might be a bit lower right now. But that was crazy and awesome. Great episode. Thank you for joining me for Apothecary Diaries Season 2 episodes. I think that was 17 and 18. So make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.